Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be testing out the Leica Deluxe 8 with a portrait shoot. So I'll be doing an intermix of with my Canon R6, of course, to get the portfolio images. And as you can tell, it is very windy today. So we're going to be managing the wind today, but it is what it is, and we'll make do. So you just kind of find areas to shoot where the wind is not going to interfere with you. Just like that. Hey, see that? I caught it with my foot. But yeah, the wind is pretty strong today. Almost blew the camera over, but we're gonna make it through it. And yeah, I'm gonna kind of start with the Deluxe, and then I'll move into the R6 as well. But the focus really today is just kind of showing you how the Deluxe works with a portrait shoot. It's a very overcast day today as well, but the wind is gonna be a factor, but we'll make do, and we'll see what we can get. Hey, so Future Matt here. I noticed in the video when I was going back through the photos that a lot of the photos came out slightly blurry, and I was just kind of curious because I've never noticed it before. But going back and rewatching the footage, I noticed, of course, I was moving way too fast because I was using my R6 as well for portfolio images. So I'm very fast when I shoot. I'm moving in and out, zooming in and out. A lot of movement on my part as well. I don't just sit there. I really go for the angles and I try to find everything that I can, get the most out of the shoot. So I was doing the same thing with the Deluxe, which it's a small camera. It's not what it's made for. It's not a running gun. You're just sprinting. You hold it, you relax, and you kind of focus on what you're shooting. You're not trying to, as you saw in the video, I'm back and forth, looking for the angles. So next time I'll just slow down a little bit and kind of nail the shot and go a little bit slower since it doesn't have, a strong IBIS. It's just not what it's made for. It's not an action sports camera, but the images, most of them still came out wonderful. Not all of them were blurry. Only a few, I was like, just a little bit of motion blur, and definitely on my part, because the shutter speed was pretty high, so it helped alleviate that. But as a whole, you can't really tell unless you're zooming in. But that's just one thing to note, that if you are a fast shooter, you like to move in and out, move out, and you're just kind of all over the place, slow down a little bit with it, take your time, just point and shoot. But as a whole, the images really came out nice. I actually loved a lot of them, almost sometimes more than the R6. Totally different setup, of course, but as a whole, I was very impressed with the camera. No issues. The buffering was a little bit slow if you're really trying to shoot fast, but as a whole, I'm trying to pick my shots and go a little slower. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's not a portfolio camera. That's not what it's designed for. But putting it through a real shoot, very impressed, very impressed. I could totally use this professional work. 99% of people would probably love the photos. I love the photos. I think they pretty much all came out great. I didn't do very much editing to these. It's very light editing. It's just quick little adjustments. But as a whole, very impressed. I love it. Makes me want to get another whole system again, but I'm trying to settle down. But I know eventually I'm going to grab the Q343. The Q system has always been my favorite camera. I've just never really gravitated to the 28mm. I always said if they made a 50-ish millimeter, I would get one. But right now I'm not in any major rush. I do have a lot of things going on in my work. And I do love this little camera. I'm gonna keep playing with it, enjoying it, and eventually, yeah, I'll probably upgrade to the Q343 and start incorporating it more into my work because I love the system. I just love, I don't know, I'm a Leica fanboy, I guess, unfortunately. I buy them and I sell them, I buy them and I sell them. It's just, they come and go because sometimes when you change, your work and you're doing things a little different, the cameras kind of sit on the shelf and you're just like, wow, I have a really expensive camera just sitting on the shelf. And I sell it, then I regret it. So it's just a vicious cycle. I'm sure a lot of people know about that, but it's still fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. Quick one today, and I will see you guys in the next one.